on the mic, yeah, we bring the flame. Thursday nights, it's a vibe, y'all gon' know the name. C. Wells, Jamie G. Jerome, DJ 2. Facts and flavor mix, that's how the crew do. Catch us live, hit that like, don't be shy. Talking SWAC, y'all, with the jokes that fly. We ain't ducking no smoke, see us holding rank. Discussion, sharp enough to make a ship sink. We got stats, we got smack all rolled in one. SWAC talk like the smoke from a loaded gun. Y'all tune in every week, it's a new vibe. Opinions clash like titans, watch us.
All right, everybody, what's going on, man? How y'all doing? Welcome to um, episode 195 of SWAC Talk. Man, it's going down. It's Thursday. Of course, we got the big soldier over there holding it down, man. What's
Yes,
happening with you?
sir. What's going on? What's up, everybody? Look how y'all feel.
Yeah, Thursday going down, man. We're looking forward to another good show. Got some good things going on. I got a couple things. I got one thing I want to talk about, but I'm gonna wait for a second before we pop it off. Um, got spring football going down, man. This week we got about, I think we got like 6 games going down. So I'm looking forward to showing up at Southern. They got their game on Saturday, so I will be in the house Saturday
Okay.
1 o'clock. Take Southern, FAMU, Alabama A&M, Bethune-Cookman Valley all got games. So man, we got a lot to look forward to on the spring football end of things, man. So I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I see our boy from Valley, not Valley, but Ferry State hit the portal. The quarterback, dynamic quarterback.
Oh, you did? Oh, that.
Yeah. I don't know where he might end up, but the rumors say West Virginia, man. But he might pop up in the SWAC. That boy was nice, man.
Shit, man, that's a big move, man. Somebody gonna need a QB. They need to
hmm
holler, man, and make that happen. It's that time of year, man. Porter about to
Oh
jump
snap! Them
open.
YNs just drove by.
Oh Lord, man, you better watch out, bro. You better you better watch out. I, hey, I was gonna wait and talk about this, man, but we got to comment on it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. It ain't
What's
showing
going
up.
on?
Um, FAMU, why is it not? I can't get
What the fam you done? Fam you
this,
done
man.
something?
My phone keep cutting off on me. All right, FAMU basketball, man. Coach off to Grambling. They
What?
that is one of the biggest fumbles, man, I ever seen in my life, man. They really fumbled that move in a bad way, man. They fumbled that move in a bad way. Um, report is he going to Grambling, got a 5-year deal, man. They Grambling, losing their head coach, Coach Jackson with the Alabama A&M. So
Mm-hmm.
this Coach Prairie is rumored, or at least I don't know if it's official, but he is rumored to be off to Gremlin on a 5-year deal.
Gremlin said they out here just say let's do the damn deal.
Okay, and let's make this happen. What they say, let's make a deal. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right. You bring the car, we gonna make the deal.
Exactly, that's exactly what happened, man. That just goes to show you, man. You can't mess around with these people, man. People be playing around and don't want to get a man the money that he wants, and now he off, and he going to get that bag that he want, man. So like I said, I think they made a big mistake there, man.
Right.
They offered
Oh.
2 years, 170K, but hey, when you got somebody offering you more, it's hard to turn that down, man. It's hard to turn that down.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Shoot, I don't blame her. I would do it too. Hold on, see, Will,
All right.
get him on talking.
But like I say, man, it's not even a surprise, man. It was one of the things I was waiting for that to happen. Because y'all, I'm having some technical difficulties. Y'all give me a second, man. Let me exit out of this thing. All right, let's see if I'm back right now. Can y'all hear me out there? If y'all can hear me, man, let me know.
I can hear you.
All right. For some reason my phone keep closing down on me. But like I say, man, that's one of them things that, it was only a matter of time, man, when you don't want to get a person what they want. Somebody else gonna do it, man. And I think that's a great look for Gremlin. Because they're getting a coach that know what he's doing. And he had a big turnaround at FAMU. He ain't got to have that kind of turnaround at Grambling, but this is it ain't no real way to put it, man. This is a big fumble, man, for FAMU. This is a huge fumble. This is like how this is not how you handle things, man. I've been waiting for something to happen and him to end up somewhere else because I mean the man earned a deal, man. To go from being picked 11th to what I'm saying, making the tournament. It you really can't ask for a lot more than that. So and winning, and winning games. So win a game in the tournament. You can't ask for much more than that. So now we're gonna see what FAMU choose to do. Would they move? Because now it's not a pressure is on them.
Oh yeah, man. I just want to take a short moment, man, to say say a happy birthday, birthday to my mom, man. Tomorrow be her birthday, so if y'all would, if you don't mind showing a little birthday love to my mother, man.
Oh man, happy birthday, man. You know, hey, you got anything special for?
Oh yeah. We'll figure something out, man. We'll definitely figure something. I got her something.
Oh yeah, man. You gotta lay off of moms, man.
Mm-hmm.
Moms be the reason why you where you at. So you gotta look out, man. So much blessings and love to her, man, on her day. So we hope she have a great time, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, most definitely. But yeah, like FAMU, man, they playing with the bag. I don't know what's going on down there in Tallahassee with the AD and everything, but hey, like they say, you get what you pay for. You don't want to pay for it, you ain't gonna get
Oh
it.
yeah, you can't play games with people, man. Assuming
hmm
that people gonna be happy with whatever they get. You,
hmm
you got to do right by people, man. And when you don't do right by people, you end up looking funny, and now they looking funny. You know what I'm saying? So
hmm
I don't, like I say, to me, it shows that you don't have any commitment to a basketball program, man. And for an athletic department that I think seems like they be committed to most of the stuff they do, that's a horrible look, man. That's something that I would expect from. I don't want to name no schools, but that's something I would expect from a school that don't really have any success in their athletic department.
hmm
So I just think that's a horrible look, man.
Right. Yes, sir. Man, golly, they can't get it together down there.
And like I was actually on the thing like they really kind of committing to basketball, and now now they not. So yeah, who knows where they end up, man. I don't even know where this thing go or how it go. They just gonna have to readjust and whoever they get as their next coach, man, they need to make sure that they get a man what he deserves, you know. But
I know one thing.
oh,
Go
good.
ahead, go ahead. My bad,
No,
my
you
bad.
go.
Now I just know that Porter was jumping hot too. I'm looking up on Twitter. Oh my goodness. You know, Jace Wilson in the Porter.
Yeah, I saw that. I think I saw that yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and this portal is active, man. It
Yeah, it's a
already
good dudes in that Porter.
and just to throw this out there because we had talked about it last week. Tajarian Williams from Valley, he at Murray State. I ended up looking it up, so he ended up at Murray State, um, moving up.
Oh, they moving up to FBS?
No, I was just saying him moving up there, you know, from Valley. So um, just making a transition from one conference to the other.
Uh-huh. Trinidad Chambers. That's that cat name for Ferris. That's a hell of a name. Trinidad
I know,
Chambers.
but with a name like that, man, you gotta be doing something. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a name
Mhm.
like that and not produce nothing.
Yeah, Chambers led Ferris State to the D2 National Championship, totaling 2,925 passing yards and 1,019 rushing yards and 51 total touchdowns. Man, if somebody land him in the SWAC, they got a prime time gamer.
Oh
They
yeah,
really do.
man, there's some serious numbers, man, and
Mm-hmm.
playing on a team that like that won a championship, you already know the guy know how to get it done. So
Right.
if you got an opening, man, and you still kind of messing around at that spot, you need to make a call before it's too late.
Man, just imagine if he get with Valley and I don't know. That might be a nice match made in heaven right there.
That
Valley.
honestly, that's the kind of thing you need for a team like that, man. You get you a guy like that can be a good focal point for your offense. I think you can that really can be a game changer, man. Because
Mm-hmm.
they need something to kind of get them going.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if he ever seen It'll Bina, but if he like what he see if he happen to get here, man. I was just thinking about if they improve their O line, that they had some pretty good skill players to go along. Man, Valley might can really do something, you know.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Coach Buckley, man. We don't know what he
Mm-hmm.
bringing to the table, but if he can kind of energize this group and get them, saying get us something to believe in and something to buy into. I think
Mm-hmm.
couple guys, he might can sell he might can sell what he got better than some of the coaches that were there before. So
Yeah.
it's wide open, man. Like I say, that's why I'm kind of interested to see what. Yeah, I know it ain't much to look forward to in terms of spring game, but I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Valley at least in action, man. They've been doing a pretty good job of putting out videos and pictures of what's going on up there. So I like that.
Yeah, yeah, me too. So with these spring games coming up, with Alabama and BCU, I mean, I think last week we talk about some of the key points they probably need
Yeah,
to work on in the offseason. Sam Shea coming in, brand new coach, so he probably got to figure out what the identity gonna be. I know they're gonna run the football and they're gonna play defense.
yeah, that's what he did. That's what he did at
And
Miles. So
Miles,
I looked
mm-hmm.
at it like he gonna probably have he
And
bring in the
BCU
same.
still trying to figure it out because I don't know. Like I said, I won't be surprised. They start moving in another direction because I don't expect too much, even though they have some good players on the team. But you just never know. But
Yeah, mainly because, like I say, man, the last couple of years they done brought in a lot of guys, and it just ain't really working out, man. So you
mm-hmm.
kind of kind of looking at it like, one day you gotta, what I'm saying, do what you gotta do or get up off the pot, So
Right.
people getting a little restless, and I call them an almost team, man. They almost winning games that they probably shouldn't. What I'm saying, they almost winning them, but at some point you got to win them. And I don't know how long people gonna keep waiting for that almost win to come.
Right.
But we got a comment here from Lawrence. I wanted to go ahead and talk about real quick.
Okay.
Um, FCS is they having a vote on April 14th to adopt a 12-game season moving forward from the 2026 season on. Right now it's only 12 games when the calendar fall a certain way. But I think 12 games is a good mark. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
give you an extra opportunity to get a home game sometime, to give you an extra opportunity for some of them non-conference games you can't play all the time. Um, and for some people, give them an extra chance to get a money game. So I think 12 games. FBS already at 12 games, so why not go for it permanently? Because every few years you getting it, you might as well go ahead and do it all the time. So I think that's a good move if they can make it happen.
Yeah, just as long as they ain't playing Lincoln and Lynchburg, that's the only thing. The only thing I'm concerned. Just as long as you don't play those teams.
Oh, exactly. I agree with that. Don't use that 12 game for them kind of games.
Yeah, and playing North American University.
And you use those games for games that matter.
Yeah, that actually can make your team better.
And that's gonna get people to come out. Unless it's homecoming, ain't nobody coming out if you play if you play Lincoln. You know what I'm saying? That ain't a good look at all.
Dang, pilot got in my throat. Shoot. Yeah, to hit mute the mic.
It's rough out there, man. Um, I do want to let me make a quick announcement. Um, thanks to Willie Bolden out there, man. He's a Southern guy. He's been blessing me with tickets to basketball and baseball. He blessed me with some tickets for this weekend's baseball series between Southern and Alcorn. And I'm not gonna be able to make it. I don't think my folks gonna be able to make it. So I got two tickets for Friday's game, Saturday game, Sunday game. If anybody out there in the area, whether you're a Jaguar, you're a Brave, or you just a swag person, want to catch some baseball, hit me up on my Twitter. You can send me a message on my Twitter, swagtalk76. Or you can hit me up on my email, swagtalk76@gmail.com. And I'm gonna pass them tickets on to y'all because I don't want them to not get used. Y'all want to just sitting there not getting used. So they first come, first serve. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if anybody want to get down with that, man, hit me up and I'll make that happen for you. So if you
I
haven't
hate it
been
for
to Southern,
Alcorn because they ain't gonna win.
oh
So they
no,
probably ain't gonna win
no.
the game.
Honestly, if this your first Southern baseball game, it's probably the best the best game to go to because you're probably gonna see Southern,
A win.
Southern get a win and put some runs on the board. Although the last time I went to see Southern play Alcorn gave him fits. So you never know, but there's an opportunity to catch some swag baseball. They got a good atmosphere, Southern baseball. I think they got the best concessions out of any sport at Southern. So if you don't do nothing else but go get you some jambalaya, some fries or something, um, do that. So man, if anybody interested, like I say, man, hit me on my Twitter, or shoot me an email, and I'll get those on to y'all because I've been, man. I always shout out Willie for hooking me up, man. He send me tickets all the time, and I'm blessed to get those. So I want to pass it on to somebody else since I'm not able to use them this time. So y'all, anybody want them, just let me know. First come, first serve. So um, that's our church announcement, and we back we back to our regular our regular program.
For sure.
But that I don't know. Like I said, man, I don't know what happened to Alcorn baseball, man. That program dropped clear off the map, man. They really had a rough go of it.
Yeah, yeah, it's man, Alcorn catching hit.
And I saw the other day I saw G was posting, man, he was upset about something that they ain't putting out, and like the athletic department ain't really putting out a lot of info and media. And I was like, man, you know what? A lot of what he said to a degree make me think about some of the things Southern don't be doing, man. And it's I I've been thinking about bringing this up, although I think I talked about it before, but it irks me this time of the year. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off my chest right here. Um, when you're doing spring football stuff, you gotta find whatever. Man, it is hard as hell to find information on some of these teams, man. It's 2025, man. I don't see why you can't have a spring roster on your website. Now they got some people. Jackson State got it. Alabama and them got one. I think Prairie View got one. I know once. I think I saw FAMU had one, but then I went back. I didn't see it. There's about 4 or 5 teams that have updated spring rosters, and I think that's very vital, man. Like you should at least want people to know who's on your team, man. And if you got people going to your spring game, they need to know who's on the field. Now, I didn't heard people say before that with the portal everything is in flux, but this is not a permanent thing. It's just these are the guys that's on campus right now. They leave, they leave. But I think that that's something that should be across the board, man. I hate having to search and go to dudes' Twitter accounts and stuff to try to find out if somebody's still on the roster. And when you're doing different things, man, that make it hard as hell to try to find, man.
Right. I agree with you. I mean, I it don't take that long to make a little spring roster right quick and let
Yeah,
the
it don't
people
even
know
have to be
who's on
nothing
the
special,
field.
man. Just names and numbers, anything, man. I just
hmm
think at some point, you have to be able to give people a chance to know who's on the team, man. And with so much going on and guys leaving, it's even more vital now to know who's there and who not. It used to be okay. You look at a roster from the year before, all the seniors you scratch them off. They gone, but now you got to look at the underclassmen, and if this guy's back and if that guy's back. So, it's like, that's like, it just, I mean, it's inconvenient for me, which is, a small thing, but, I just think that that's something they need to do, man. I don't really know why they don't. Um, if somebody could tell me a good reason why, I'd be satisfied, man. But I'm looking at it like I'm going to the game on Saturday, and man, I don't even know who the hell is going to be on the field because I don't know everybody that's new, obviously, but you don't know a lot of those guys' names who was on the team and didn't play, so you gonna be looking at numbers and trying to figure out who the hell that person is, and you can't pull it up because ain't nothing to pull up.
I
So
don't know. It seems like
it,
our HBCUs is like they be so secretive. I mean,
yes,
ain't no use of gatekeeping them. I mean, because them dudes gonna go, they gonna go.
and nowadays, man, you can't. That was something that you could do back in the day. We could move in silence. You can keep your roster under wraps. You can keep this under wraps. But man, it's out there. It's out, like you say, it's out there. People are gonna find what they want to find. So why hurt? Why hinder people who trying to follow you by making it harder for them, man? Just like I say, it's not a big thing to a lot of people, but it is to me, and it make it hard to do some of the stuff I do, man. So, but please, man, y'all, next spring, let's get more update. Let's get more let's get more spring rosters, man. 'Cause
Man, what you think
that's
about these cats that jumping in the portal and don't even have no practice film, man?
man. I always say that's the dumbest move, man. Because I don't know where you're gonna go, man. Like if you look at if you look at football, there's I don't know over 2,000 people I think in the portal or something like that. The same thing in basketball, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
so many guys in the portal already that have played somewhere, and you over here ain't played nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Not even close to being. I mean, practice film will only take you so far, especially on on our level. You might could get away with that on the FBS level because people just look at where you came from and they'll snap you up. But I just think you need to have a plan, man. You need to have an idea of where you're going, and otherwise you're gonna get stuck in there. That was one of the things. I heard Coach Graves on the Jaguar Journal the other day. Shout out to my boy P. White. Um, he said the same thing. He was like, he was saying that he don't ever stop a guy from going in the portal or discourage him. But he was like, the one thing you need to do is have a plan. You need to, what I'm saying, you need to know something and not just jump out there and hope because there's too many people out there, man, that you're not gonna get you don't get lost in the shuffle, man, and end up nowhere when you could have been on a team because you already was on a team. And so I just think sometimes it's impulsive and it's not a good look, man.
Man, I agree with you, man. I mean, like, yeah, I remember, me playing my old NCAA 05 and 06 and stuff. I remember when 5 stars used to sit on the bench 2, 3 years, man, and wait their
Yeah,
turn.
that's the way it used to be. You knew your time was coming, man, and you could stock your team up by saying, okay, I know that my senior class gonna be this, my senior class gonna be that. We got some young guys coming in, they're gonna wait their turn. Nah, man, dudes don't wait their turn at all. I mean, it's people leaving teams in the middle of the NCAA tournament. You know what I'm saying? Like they team still playing and they in the, they jumping in the portal, man. Like it used to be, something happened and then they leave. Now it's just like they leave just because, nobody wanna stick around and wait. Nobody wanna work on nothing. Nobody wanna, what I'm saying, go through anything. But you still putting yourself in a position where you're gonna have to grind because you got to find somewhere to go. Otherwise you're gonna end up at a JUCO, man, which ain't you gotta be a special breed to go there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, JUCO ain't for everybody, but um Alcorn, they hired their new basketball coach, so I might have, if y'all got somebody give me some background on Coach Morton. I don't,
Man,
I
I
don't.
guess nobody want my dog Tony Tadlock out of Raymond High School here in Mississippi, man. Man, that man been asked to be in the SWAC forever. I guess they don't want no white mans in the SWAC. Coaching basketball or something. Man, that dude's a heck of a coach, man.
And somebody got to take
And
a got to take
he
a.
been begging. I tag Alabama A&M to him, and he liked the post and all corn and man, that that dude really can coach, man. He done won all the championships at the high school level, and I think it's time, man. I think his time is now. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they'll feel like a white man can do it in this way. I don't know.
And when you look at what some of these other coaches doing in the SWAC, man, I don't think it could hurt.
Right.
I just, like I said, I'm all for the best person for the job, man. If that's a white dude, then that's the best dude for the job. If it's a
Right.
black man, that's the best person for the job. If it's whatever, you go with the best to give you the best option to win. And,
Right.
and some of these folks ain't committed to winning no way. So why not bring a hat? I'm gonna just keep it 100. Half these schools don't even care about basketball.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
why concern yourself? Who is your coach? Bring in somebody. Maybe y'all win some games and make some people turn out to some of these games, man. I say go for whatever work. Go outside the box.
Right. Because coach and he the coach that he done won. I think last 6 years won 4 championships at the high school level. They're the best of the best to come to the little old Raymond, Mississippi, man, and and dominate the whole city. metro area. You know, that's nuts, man. I can imagine what he could do at the collegiate level.
Yeah, and then then you already tapped into a area to recruit off top. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
and I mean, everybody know you get some good ballers out of Mississippi. So you can lock in now. You good, man. I just don't get it, man. You look at like Pine Bluff and Valley, and you know even I know Prairie View been a lot of people been upset with the coach at Prairie View. So them kind of places, man. Why not? Hey, give it a shot. If it don't work, it just don't work. Same
Yeah.
thing with any other coach. You ain't guaranteed for a coach to win because he's black. So
Yeah.
give him a shot.
Yeah. I don't understand this. Some really good. I thought Alcorn. I don't know all the background on the coach, but I'm surprised Alcorn didn't find somebody at local high school. Cause I thought because
I
I heard his name was circulating around in SWAC circles. Ain't nobody do it.
I mean,
Oh,
when you got
he
somebody
Florida
that's
State former assistant basketball coach. That don't mean much of nothing.
all right now.
Right. Back
depending on
now, back
depending on
back a few years ago, yeah.
I about to say depending on when he was there, which I'm about to see if I can pull it up.
Cause
Hey, it
I
was the last
remember,
couple of years, and they basketball
yeah,
program fell off a
now,
cliff.
yeah. I think probably mid 2010s. Florida State basketball was decent. I remember they were ranked at one time.
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, if you look at the 20, what season was that they shut down for COVID? 21.
Yeah, something like that.
The 21 basketball season. I say it all the time. I think that team could have won it. That team that could have won the NCAA tournament.
I
They was
thought
on
so
a
too.
run. They was on a run before they shut down everything. So I mean, if he comes from under Coach Hamilton, I know one thing: they're gonna play defense. He gonna emphasize defense, and they're gonna get their hands on a lot of basketball. I actually was surprised Coach Bussey left. Now I'm not plugged in at all corners, so I don't know. Maybe it was brewing, but I was surprised. He went to Chicago State, man. I was like, what?
Well, he
I
went to
was,
Chicago State, right?
yeah, I was, I
Yeah,
was,
that's why I
I was
said
actually surprised.
Chicago versus Lawrence, Mississippi. You do the math. Hey, I'm gonna get my check and go on too. And Chicago known for basketball too. I mean,
Oh yeah, that's a basketball city,
yeah,
man.
that's a basketball city. Period. I mean, it's a no brainer. The only thing I hate about being up there is the snow. Now I would
And
hate
that
that.
damn win, man.
And that wind, yeah. Yeah, I heard Chicago pretty nice on the city with them yacht parties, and man, it must be nice to go coach up there.
Man, like I said, you can find ballers anywhere in the city.
Hmm. I remember when Simeon Academy was running things up there.
Oh yeah, they
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 used
was
to have
loaded
some of
for
the
a
best.
minute.
Yeah, they used to have some of the best ball players in America at one time in the city schools of Chicago. Well,
Now
they
you,
probably still do.
all right. Well, I mean that I mean if things wasn't really working for him, and speaking of Coach Bussey with his guys, then obviously you gotta make them leave. But like you say, if you frustrated somewhere and you didn't did maybe felt like he did all he could do there. I you know
Hmm.
I didn't think their team didn't necessarily have the scores that they had the last couple of years, but that was still a really good team in terms of defense, man. They were really aggressive on defense, but I don't think they really had the shooters that they had like the last couple of years. So it was a I don't say a down year for them, but it wasn't one of their better years. So I mean, I guess if you're gonna go, this is the time to go.
Right. But we got to figure out a way to make SWAC basketball and baseball good again. Me and my neighbor, we was talking not too long ago. We was talking about how I don't know if a lot of the baseball coaches are going around trying to keep certain talent, recruiting the local talent in order to bring more fans to the stadium. I mean, more to the games and stuff. Like it was a point, SWAC used to be pretty good in baseball and stuff of that nature. We were sitting there trying to figure out why. What is it? Is it the coaches ain't recruiting or what?
And well, I think one big drop off that happened is the fact that we don't really have, baseball ain't as big in the black community as it used to be. It's one of those sports where, you almost they got priced out of it a little bit. So, you don't really have a lot of teams with a lot of black players, which I don't think that's a big issue, but it's tough to go, it's tough to go see a team play and everybody over there is Spanish, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So it's
Well,
like, you know, as a fan, a lot of people had a connection with the team, it's tough, but you know, I mean, like I say, if guys can play, they can play. But I think that do matter to some people. And
I don't know about BC well because I feel like I don't care. We got Puerto Ricans and Frenchmen on our team as long as we win.
that's what I'm
That ought to be
saying.
attractive. You know what I'm saying?
But
That ought to
I
be
mean, how some people here, man, they just want to see what they want to see. And let's be honest, baseball ain't the most it's not the most easy sport for casual people. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fast moving sport. You know, everything right in front of you, so it's nothing to miss. And it's not like, it's not like football where you got all this, all this technical stuff to learn. You pitch the ball, you hit the ball. So it should be simple to sit there and watch. But I think a lot of people don't find baseball exciting, which I
yeah,
think
but
they're missing out in SWAC baseball. Because
right. That's what I'm saying. Like
SWAC baseball is another level, man, in terms of intensity and just it's a lot of fun, man. I encourage people to go, man. Catch a game or two. Just
yeah, but I think it's our ads and stuff need to be a little bit more creative when it comes to attracting people to come to these SWAC baseball games. I mean, why you can't have a baseball tailgate? Like have like people have a cook off, maybe have like a barbecue competition. People like when the sun out, when you got something on the grill,
oh yeah,
play a little music. We were talking about that at one softball game. I mean, you want to make it a non-revenue sport, but why you can't charge? Why people can't pay $5-10 come into a game? They do it at the white school. They playing more,
exactly. And like I
and
say,
so
man,
there shouldn't be an excuse. Like
I agree with you though.
yeah. I just don't want like it shouldn't be an excuse where they can't pay it. I feel like hey, let's make it like a spring. Let's make it like a spring fling. Like let's have a day party before the baseball game to attract people to come out there to play the baseball game, and then hey, they play the game, and then after that, couple of hours, let's throw something on the grill. Hey, bring out the car show. Let's have a little mini car show at the game. Something to make the interest people in the coming. Because for JSU, for example, when they don't have an adequate seating for the game. They had a big crowd out there. They wouldn't have enough seats. Like, I don't understand. Like, I wonder, is that a reason that people don't come out there? Well, they don't have an adequate, baseball stadium. I love to know what it is. Because I mean, everybody love the springtime. Great weather. Nothing to do on the week. I think we have to bring some of the football traditions into our spring sports.
I agree. Like I say, man, I think when you look at it, and like I say, it's you like I say, man. If you just if you just catch one game, man, you can have a good time, man. Like and like you say, I think a lot of the stadiums ain't they're not that big, but they you close enough to the action where you can get into the games. You know what I'm saying? There's music and stuff going on. I think a lot of people if they just come out once and it's also like what you said with the athletic department. I don't think other than football, man, I don't think a lot of our departments actually do a good job of promoting any of our athletic departments
Right,
other
that's what
than
I'm saying.
like I say other than
Yeah.
football.
You mean to tell me, see, well, we can't. You want you a baseball, a softball game is free. Them young ladies deserve to get a $10. If somebody pay $10, come out there and look. Hey, that's some money in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I it's sad that they don't promote it. You can't just post a flyer of hey, let's go to the baseball game in the cab and have the students gone. Man, you mean to tell me you can't do that on TV? Hey, go on TV, hey, on social media, hey, y'all bring your ass to the baseball game.
Yeah, like I say, man, like I think and that's another avenue that I really be looking sideways at. I don't think a lot of our athletic departments use social media, especially for those kind of sports. You do see, you might see you'll see a post after you win a game, or you might see a post to say, you got a game coming up, but like you say, you know, get some other students involved, and reach
hmm
out to if you reach out to local radio, you know what I'm saying, and just it's avenues out there, man, to kind of get people. At least if you let people know, then it's on them to make the decision to go.
Right,
But I
right.
feel
Like
like that's you doing everything you could do first.
right, like if you even had a field day, you know what I'm saying? You charge people, okay, y'all want to come out and kick it in up for $5, and you can catch the game, right? So okay, you done got okay a game. You got a chance to come kick at the day party and also catch a ball game. You don't even go in there. At least the team that made some money.
Yeah, and the way, like I say, the way Southern Stadium is, you can stand outside and see good portions of the thing. Hell, you can go stand on the bridge if you want to and look right in the stadium. So you ain't necessarily got to go in. You can just stand out there and catch it. But I think that's a great look for Jackson State, because
Hmm
Jackson State and golf was so that went together like like white on rice. So I think another avenue for kids to come to our schools and get an education and play sports, I think is great, man. I think adding sports that a lot of us had, because Southern bringing back. I think they brought back golf and tennis. So I think the more we can bring back sports, that means our athletic departments are in a better state. So I'm like, the more the merrier, man. I love it.
Yeah, I'm glad they brought that program back too. I think it's important to have that golf program because I mean the golf run in a lot of championships.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying, man. Where Pine Bluff is now, that was Jackson State in golf. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to run, they used to
hmm
run golf. So I was surprised when they cut it. But since they bringing it back, I think that's a really good look, man. I really do.
hmm But yeah, our spring sports. Well, I think we could do a whole lot. We could do a whole lot. It ain't nothing to call up somebody food truck. Hey, we gonna bring the food truck out there. Let them sell some
Yeah,
food.
man, they got
I think we got to get a little more creative. With our people because I think they
man. I'm a,
wanna
I'm
they
a,
wouldn't mind coming out to something like that. But I think it could need that promotion.
yeah.
Need
You
some
got to
heavy
you got to
promotion.
you got to put it out there. Like I say, one thing that I don't know about everywhere else. I'm just gonna speak for around here. LSU women's basketball team for the last few years, they will have like almost like a field day where they invite the elementary schools to come to watch a game for free. It'd
hmm
be like in the afternoon, early morning, afternoon, and all them kids be there for free, and they filling up the PMAC and everything. And then Southern started doing it the last couple of years. They play one of them Christian schools or whatever it is, at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday, and invite us, and bring the kids there. And the Minute Dome was full of kids. They having a good time, and sometimes if you do that for baseball, maybe you get a kid who want to come back and they get their mama to bring them, or or their parents to bring them. You got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? If you give people opportunity to come out and see a game, and maybe they like what they see, they'll come back. But you
Mm-hmm.
gotta you gotta be able to put it out there for them to know. And I think that's one of the biggest. I think that's one of the biggest things that a lot of our schools don't do is they don't make things accessible for people to know.
Right.
You got to know it because you already know it. Like I'm like football. Everybody got a different theme for each game. What color you wear, whatever. At least for Southern, you don't really know unless you're already looking at the schedule. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be aware that, let's say Saturday is the gold rush. So everybody will go, okay, I already know that because I look at the schedule almost every day, whether it's for my show or just because I'm always looking at schedules. But the average person who don't do that, they don't know. So you get games where nobody really, you got some people wearing gold, you got some people wearing the normal colors. Then you got the pink game, you got some people showing up with pink on and some not. I think if you do a better job of letting people know what to expect, then more people are gonna participate in the stuff that you're doing. But you got to be able to give them opportunity to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree. Man, so many creative ways. People love blues. People love the day party atmosphere. People love when the grill going. People like themes and food trucks and dance competitions or something. Make it tied in. Make it so we get this revenue for these non-springs. I mean, for these spring sports that they consider non-revenue, get some revenue because. Hey, them people in the SEC, that man, they fill up them baseball stadiums and stuff.
Yeah, and them kids is working hard, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you get them the opportunity to have that pay off. And like I say, when I think another thing, and I think another thing that hurt us is sometimes we have too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like you look at Southern on Saturday, we got a baseball game and we got the spring game. I don't know if we got a softball game. I gotta look at the schedule, but that's two things basically going on around the same time. The majority of people going to spring football game. You not maybe you stagger the times, so you can go from one to the other if you choose to. I know they did that a couple of times, but I think you just give people opportunity to say, okay, we'll go to basketball game this time. We'll go to baseball game first, then spring game or whatever. I think that would be a good opportunity for people to actually enjoy something and catch something. So I just think a lot of it is just planning, and I think a lot of it is just not really taking advantage of opportunities that you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I think maybe like you said a lot right there. Maybe it's the we need to figure out more uniform of order when it comes to the spring sports and uh and get it all on one accord. If you're gonna have the Southern, say for instance, blue and gold weekend, you know what I'm saying? Kind of coordinated where everybody can go to the spring game and then you go to the baseball game or something.
Yeah, like I said, I just look at it like you got so much stuff be going on at one time. On a weekend where typically you might just have one thing going on, but this weekend you got a ton of things going on, and when you give people a option to choose, they always going. I mean, most people up there for football, so they gonna always choose that.
Hmm.
I think you give people a better chance of choosing something, or not having to choose, just being able to go to because I mean, like for Southern, everything is in the same spot. You know what I'm saying? So you drive past the baseball stadium to get on campus. You drive past, whether if you come on the other side, you drive past the softball field to get on campus first. So you're driving past this stuff to get to football stadium. So it's right there for you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hey,
I agree. I agree.
I'm looking studious now because this is the only way I can see. I got to wear these things now, man. I don't like wearing glasses, but I got to because that's the only way I can see now. So y'all gonna see me with my spectacles on all the time now. Hopefully, it made me look smarter and make me sound smarter. So we'll see what happens.
You
But
can't do the
like,
contacts?
no, man, I like I said, I got a bad eye, so it don't really do me no
Oh,
good.
okay.
Um, they're mainly for protection, of my good eye. But
Right.
I just, I'm getting better at wearing them, man. It just I don't know. It feels funny having something on my face, so I'm just getting used to wearing them every day. But yeah, you can always see me on here. If I don't got them on, I'm gonna be squinting like crazy, man. So
Mm-hmm.
I got like my wife said, she looked at my phone one day and she was like, "Why your font so big on your phone? like,
Mm-hmm.
like you don't need your font that big, you know what I'm saying? So get your glasses right, so you ain't got to have, how you have your font like a 82, you know what I'm saying? like, you don't need it that big. But
Do you think
that's
do you do you think they should allow? I know we was talking about these spring sports. Do you think they should allow the sale of alcohol on on campuses during these spring sports? That might could
man.
attract some people.
Yes, I mean I'm big. I don't want to sound like alcoholic because I'm not, but I think when you have that option for people, because some people want to sit down and have a beer while they watch the game. I think that's another attraction. I mean within reason. Like I said, I think that's one of the best things about Southern football right now. I can go get me a beer when things getting tough. You know what I'm saying?
How much
So
is a
it's like.
beer at Southern Stadium?
Actually, man, the beers are. I think they was running $5, which is basically the same as a soda. So normally,
Oh
normally
yeah,
you go
y'all
like,
beer sale pretty cheap then, because I mean
yeah.
I think at
I was
Jackson, I think
surprised, man.
at the vet, I think a beer like $9. I ain't paying $9 for no Miller High Life. I'm just sorry. No, no, we not paying $9 for no Miller Lite, man. I'm no. We need to have Modelo or something. Modelo,
That's what I'm
Corona,
saying, man.
Dose XX, something better than no. We not paying $9 for cheap beer.
Hey, I like that name. Y'all can call me Professor Wells. That got a good ring to it. But yeah, man, like I said, I pay $10 for, what I'm saying, for a Stella or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Little highbrow beer.
Mhm.
I ain't paying $10 for no Bud Light, bro.
Nah, we not
I
gonna
can't.
pay $10 for no Four Loco, no 211, no
We
Old
Four
English.
Loco. We ain't selling no Four Loco at nobody game, man, because I don't want to deal with Four Locos make you crazy. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna tell you the line. The line. Number one, I don't think a lot of people know that you can buy alcohol in Mumford, because the line at the concession stand for alcohol is never nobody there. Them people. I go there at least twice a game. They know me when I walk up, because like I say, I drink. I'm a beer drinker. I try not to drink hard liquor at games, but I'm a beer drinker at games. So if the skull tight, I'm coming back. Like that Bethune-Cookman game, I told later, I said I'm coming back. So y'all gonna see me come back again, because I got to drink this off. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember one year,
Man,
we went to the classic. I think that was the year Grounded put that 50 piece on us. I went and got me a Crown and Coke, and the lady was like, they ain't supposed to do this, but she was like, you really you need a double. So she gave me a double for the price of a single. She was like, you look like you having a hard day. I said, I am. I need that, please, thank you.
speaking of hard days, man, I had to make a public service announcement right quick.
Oh,
Look,
go for it.
when it comes to this boots on the ground song, y'all, right? Man, we can't have these males out here popping fans, bro. I've been seeing it a little bit too much, and we need the police. right now, if I catch any male at a football game popping a fan, unless you on the other side, I let them. I let the women and my other brothers. You know what I'm saying? You cannot be a straight man popping no fan out there, bro.
Popping.
We is not having that in the sweat.
We is not doing that.
We is not doing that. No, we do not want to see fans in the stands. This is a bit much. It's too bit much going on.
That is a bit much, man. Like I don't even say you can do that with the right energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta have that energy to pull off certain things, man. I don't say you can. It's certain movements, and I'm gonna just say like this, you know. I got love for everybody. This ain't nothing toward nobody out
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
You know,
right. We got love for the
you love who you love. You love who you love.
right.
But some things stereotypically, man, it don't look right for us to
Right.
do, and that's and that's one of them. Now, if that's your thing, hey, yeah, have at it, bro. But it look a little funny when you not, you know what I'm saying, when you not like on that side, you know what I'm saying.
I'm
I don't know how to
sorry. If
put
you
it
one
better
of
than
my
that.
partners, I'm speaking for my partners. Shout out to my gay partners and my lesbian partners and my female partners. Okay, I let you have the fan. But if you one of my straight partners and you pop that fan, you gonna get a Lex Luger torture rack
It's a
power
torture
drop.
rack.
I'm sorry.
But hey,
I'm
you
going
get
to
one of those
hardcore
Jerry,
leg drop on you.
you get one of them old Jerry Lawler leg drops. I mean, one of
Right.
them
Yeah,
old Jerry Lawler power droppers.
power drop, right. Dusty Rose behind the elbow around me. You better not pop a fan.
You get one of them old Memphis moves, boy. We go we go away, man.
Deep South wrestling.
Yes,
Mid South wrestling.
yes, you about to get it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you can't. We ain't gonna pop no fans out here.
that,
This ain't gonna
that,
work.
that, that, that's something we don't need catching on, man. leave that wherever it's at, man. Don't bring that in the stadium.
Man, I know Low
Leave that
J.
where
I know
it's
Low
at.
J ain't seen me pop no fan. You ain't gonna never see me pop no fan. Oh, mm-mm. That ought to be a
Hey,
tradition. That would be fun in the SWAC if you lose a baseball game. Football game. The losing coach got to pop a fan. Oh,
hey.
baby, that's
you see Coach, you see Coach Woody popping that fan over
right.
there.
You don't stay popping a fan.
Oh man, that's what I'm saying, man. That's hilarious. You got to have the kind of punishments when you lose something. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Make it hard out there.
that would be funny. Like Magic City Class is a loser. I can see you, man. Can you imagine Sam Shaky, you rob, he had to go out there pop that fan,
You're already popping no fan.
I can
I can
see
tell you that on
I
rip.
ain't popping no fan.
You're already popping no fan. He ain't popping no
Ooh,
fan.
man, that would be too funny, man. You got to pop that fan now.
Hey, Blue say had that fan in Mobile.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie,
TC
boy.
and Coach A.
TC, yeah, because Dion might have popped that fan, boy. Ooh,
Put that man in the corner.
I wonder where that culture. I mean, my wife was talking about that last night. Where did that culture come from? Like, where did
Bro,
the fan get introduced? That's what I'm trying to
I,
figure out. Because I know
I'm
FAMU fans. Honestly, I seen them a lot of ladies from the FAMU highlights and things. They were bringing fans to the football game like probably a few years beforehand. All this was going on. That's why I
oh
wonder
yeah,
where
that was their
that was one of
thing.
their things. Yeah, that's one. Man,
Hey,
he
what
over there tripping, man.
Hey, what if instead of planting the flag, man, you burn that fan out there?
Flap, 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 flap.
Now, I'm gonna say something, man, and this is controversial, and it's just from me. And I know my JSU folks love it, man, but I don't like to see no dudes shaking no pom poms, bro. I'm sorry, that's gonna be looking right. I know that's y'all thing, bro. I know that's y'all thing, but I be looking funny at it, man. And that go for anybody team, bro. But I just
pom pom is different than a fan. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you know, hey, the pom pom's a little.
Well, you could put a little aggression with it. You could put a little extra spin on it.
You know, swirl it in the air like a microphone, like on Pop the Balloon, yeah.
It's all in the wrist. You gotta keep that wrist locked, man. You got
man.
Use your elbow and your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, bro. That's funny, man. Pop the balloon.
Pop the balloon at halftime. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
Man, dog, bro. You'll never see me with a fan. But I remember the ladies at FAMU they was popping out them fans at the game tough, and I was like, okay. And then I seen Mr. 803. If he don't make another record, he done made his money off that song.
Hey, that's all you need is the one. Hey, Blue, that's what I'm saying, man. Get you a beer and you sit down and you watch the game and you stand up and chill when things happen. That's all. That's all you can do. Don't bring no extra accessories. Don't do nothing. Just show up, drink your beer, have a good time. And I mean, you know, you can get up and dance a little bit, you know, when the band play, but you know that's only at timeouts now. Don't be doing that when they be playing music during the game. It's only during timeouts, man. That's my man rule. You know what I'm saying? Leave that if you brought a lady with you, leave that to her, man. My wife got like 9 pom poms, so she can shake them off.
I can't see your wife popping a fan though. I
don't think she's a type of fan, but she shake a pom pom.
What the hell I'm doing with this? What this is?
I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna say you need to. I'm gonna say you gotta bring. They want everybody to bring fans, not to keep you cool, because she'll have a fan sometimes when it's hot out there. But you got to have this to shake, man. You got to pop it. I need a video to show her so I can demonstrate what it is.
Yeah, I guess SU will bust out accordion players one day. That is part of Louisiana culture, is though.
Yeah, that's Zydeco, man.
Yeah.
Hey, accordions and washboards, man. Let's go ahead and knock it out.
Hello, Jay said, have we been keeping up with that stabbing and frisk? I never.
Man, I really was.
And just find out what all that going on with that, because some people actually defending that, man.
Man, that's the, like I say, my thing is, man, and I like I said, I don't want nobody to lose life unless you really out there acting up. But from the things I heard, you need to leave people alone. I'm gonna put it that way. If a person tell you leave them alone, you leave them alone. Like I always say, man, people give you a warning just like snakes give you a warning. If rattlesnakes start rattling at you and you don't stop messing with it, it's gonna bite you, and that's on you.
Yeah.
If a person say leave me alone, I suggest you leave the person alone. You don't need to. Nobody should go to anything and not come home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna put it that way.
I'm gonna figure out how the knife come out though, T-Will. Where the knife come into play?
From what I heard, I heard that they had a prior history. So I think they messed with that. I think they messed with him before, and I don't know if he figured they was gonna beat up. He was just like, I don't, that part I can't speak on, but I think they had a prior incident or two before, and I guess he just was like, I'm gonna be ready. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what I don't know what part of town he grew up in. Maybe he grew up somewhere where you need to have that thing on you, because sometimes you got to have that thing on you. And so I don't, like I said, I don't know, but I know when you push people and people tell you leave them alone, bro, please leave them alone. They might not be about that action, but I always find out, bro, when somebody tell you leave them alone, I just seen it too many times, man. I done see somebody keep messing with somebody and they like, bro, don't mess with me, leave me alone.
Right,
And you
yeah.
keep messing with them, normally they end up on the floor, but that kind of thing, like I say, man, you don't know what these kids going through and you don't know what these kids got, bro. Don't take that chance, man. And so, hopefully, if it's a self defense thing, man, the kid can avoid anything. But it's not a good look on the other side, because a lot of people playing it on that race thing,
Yeah.
and that make it worse, because they totally ignoring what those
Really
dudes had. Yeah, and what the involvement them dudes had in it. You know what I'm saying? And there were two of them. So if it's two and it's me, then I got to look out for me. Like I can't stand there trying to talk it out with two people. You know what I'm saying, man? It just it's just an unfortunate thing, man. And I hate to see that kind of stuff happen. But the moral of the story is leave people alone, bro. Leave them alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna just leave it at leave the people alone.
Yeah, because you know how this younger generation, they ain't even trying to fight. They ain't trying to talk it out. They trying to stab and shoot it out.
Bro, them days everybody getting around in a circle and talking noise for about 30 minutes till everybody decide they don't really want to fight. Them days over with, bro.
Yeah, man.
And like I've been in many of them circles, man. Do something. like you start pushing everybody into each other, man, trying to get us. Like, man, nah, them days is over with. Them folks, man, they pulling out and they making it happen right then and now, because they don't value life, man. So don't put yourself in them kind of positions when you could avoid it, because that kind of thing is avoidable, bro. That was really something that completely been avoided, man.
It really is. At the end of the day, that's why I like.
And that's why I hope that I hope that if he if he able to if he got a legit self defense charge, I hope he can get what I'm saying, not have to have his life thrown away behind that, because it just don't make no sense, man. That's just senseless. But man, we bought at that time, man. This was a good one, man. We had us a nice little go tonight, man. So we thank y'all, man, for tuning in, and we'll be back on Sunday. I got a show coming Sunday, because I did a couple videos, man. I don't know that I keep forgetting to catch the person's name on the comments, but they every time I do a video, man, they're like, you ain't sitting by Alabama in the offensive line. So I got a video coming that's gonna rectify that. It's been like 2 videos, and I don't mean to forget it. I just be talking about that, and I get moving to something else, and they keep being like, hey, you still ain't brought up the offensive line. So if you out there, I got something coming for you Sunday. So keep it locked. I won't forget it this time. But with that being said, man, we're gonna get on up out of here, man. Like I said again, I'm gonna throw that out there, man. If anybody interested in going to Southern baseball games against Alcorn, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I got 2 tickets for each day. You don't have to take all 3 if you just want one day. You can do that if you just want 1 ticket. You can do that. Just hit me up on my Twitter, SWAC Talk 76, or you can email me at swagtalk76@gmail.com. These are courtesy of Willie Bolden, man. He always bless me, so can't really go this time, so I want to bless somebody else. So just let me know if y'all interested, and we can make that happen. But with that being said, man, we're gonna get on up out of here. I'm gonna holler at y'all, and man, we out.